Hello. I hope everyone is having a fabulous day. Here in South Dakota, we are having a polar vortex day, I assume. That's what I'm calling it anyway. It is very, very cold. This morning when I left the house to take my husband to get an appointment to have some oral surgery done, it was negative 29. That's what the car said. I don't know if it was more or less or what the case may be, but it was bad. Okay, it was very cold, and it still is, but it is a lot warmer. I think the last time I looked, it was like -7. So I have like uber flat hair today, so we're just gonna have to deal. Okay, so the reason I wanted to come on here is I get a lot of questions about business. I get a lot of people reaching out to me because they want to start their own business no matter what it is. I have people reach out to me every day, every single day, because they want the opportunity to build a business, okay? So here's 3 things that I have noticed along the way that could help you and maybe help point you in the right direction a little bit, okay? So here's the number 1 rule. And this is the one thing I never, ever, ever hear anybody talk about, okay? I still have never heard anyone talk about this in all my years in business, okay? And I learned this very early on in my business career, because there's kind of this connotation involved with business where if you're going to start your own business or you're going to do something in the business world and be an entrepreneur, then there's this connotation associated with it that says you have to know everything. You have to do everything. You have to know everything. You have to have everything readily available at your fingertips. And I'm here to tell you, nope, not happening. That's not true. So the number 1 thing you need to know is you don't need to know it all. You don't have to know it all. When you own a business, things change constantly. And that's one of the reasons that attract a lot of people to the business world, is that they're not dealing with the same problems. They're not dealing with the same situations every single day. Everything can be different and exciting and thrilling and fun. So scratch that out. Throw it away, crumple it up, toss it in the trash can, because it's just not true. You do not need to know it all. In business, trust me, 100%, you literally learn as you go. Things are going to change. Laws, rules, regulations, you name it, they're going to change constantly. You just got to be able to go with the flow. You don't need to know it all. Number 2, are you ready? Are you ready? It's the connotation that you have to have everything readily available at your fingertips. And sometimes when we're working really, really hard and we're still not seeing that success yet, we start to get that green light or the green grass syndrome, whatever you want to call it, where we start thinking, okay, well, I'm a failure. This isn't working for me. You know, good things aren't coming my way, and I'm putting in all this time, all this effort, all this work. Well, you need to knock it off. Don't go out and spend thousands of dollars on some new gadget or trick or, advertising, etc. Keep at what you're doing. And if there are things that you are legitimately noticing that are not working, you need to just cut them out. You do not need to have it all to have it all, if that makes sense, okay? So, one thing that has always kept me going and kept me motivated is this little quote, and I'm going to read it to you. I don't know when it came into my brain. I don't know where I read it, where I heard it, where I saw it, okay? You don't need to know it all to have it all, okay? And you need to remember that. You don't need to know it all to have it all. You got to start somewhere. You got to keep working hard, keep pushing hard, keep your goals or whatever you want to accomplish in the top of your mind. Keep reminders around you, your phone, sayings, whatever it needs to be, okay? You don't need to know it all to have it all. Remember that, okay? And number 3, with the enlightenment of social media, how great it is. It's fabulous. We get to network, we get to know, we get to keep in touch with people all over the world that we've never had this opportunity to before, right? But with that, there comes consequences. There comes the idol effect, where you're only seeing 20% of other people's lives, okay? 98% of us are not on social media saying, this happened to me today. Anything that's bad. We're on there sharing good things. We're sharing the good things that are happening with us, happening in our lives, and that's all you're seeing. So stop comparing yourself to everybody else because you're not them, you're you. Okay? You don't need to know it all to have it all. Okay? You just can't give up. So do not let what appears to be success from someone else keep you down here. You need to stay up here. You need to stay up here so you can keep pushing and fighting and winning. Because let me tell you, one thing I never learned when I got into the real estate world was the fact that if you're not seeing that success immediately, that you're failing. Well, when you're doing something and something fails, you're actually putting in a lot of hard work. And you're learning as you go. And that is a win. Failures are wins. And if you're failing, you're trying, you're working, keep moving. Because most people stop right before, literally inches, centimeters, milliseconds before they see success. Remember that. And the number one thing I want you to take away today from my rambling is you don't need to know it all to have it all. If you're scared to start something new, whether it's a new career, a new business, anything, you don't need to know it all. You will learn as you go. Take those immediate first steps. Take them and dive right in because the hard work is going to start right after that. Any opportunity to fail is a good opportunity because you're trying. Just keep pushing on. And remember, you do not need to know it all to have it all. So you guys have a fabulous day. That's my word of the wisdom on Thursday today. It was just stuck in my brain and I knew I needed to share it because someone needed to hear it. Even if one person heard it, that's all that matters to me. So you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Stay warm.